I was at a after-school event, and I got a phone call from Steve, and you could tell he sounded pretty lousy on the phone. And he's like, "Oh, I'm at the hospital. The doctor needs to talk to you." And so this whole time I thought Steve was just having like a man cold and was, not bucking up to whatever it was that he had. And the doctor gets on the phone and he explains that they did blood work on Steve and that his white blood cell count was way too high, which were all markers of leukemia.
Once we had the first round of chemo, they actually did a bone marrow biopsy and it came back that the leukemia was gone.
The team of doctors came in and told us, okay, this is a new course of action that we can take to really make sure we get ahead of this leukemia to never come back. And they explained to us the stem cell transplant. And I don't even think it was a decision. It was, okay, let's do it. Hearing the news that his sister was a match and that we could really get rid of this leukemia, and it just seemed so hopeful that with Amy donating her stem cells to Steve, that he was going to be okay. He was going to come out of this 100%. And at the time I was pregnant, and I thought, oh, this is wonderful. He's going to be there for the birth of our child, and he's going to be able to walk our daughter down the aisle. It was just so overwhelming. It was a great feeling.
So after the transplant, we went home, feeling like we came out of everything. We beat it, finally. I'm going home, I get to see my daughter, and she's close, Crystal's close to having the baby, and it just, everything seemed like it was working out the way that it should have. And it was about a week later when we went to a doctor's visit, and there were some abnormalities with my liver.
After being admitted for a few days, Steve's condition was worsening, and through their exams and tests, they found out that Steve had VOD, and that his liver function was not doing well, and that if nothing changed with his liver, that there wasn't really a whole lot they could do for Steve at this point.
The doctors came into the room, and we had so many doctors coming in and out, but at some point in time they came in and said, hey, listen, it's not looking good for you, but we do know of a drug that just got approved that might be able to help you, and this is kind of the home run shot here, is if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And if it doesn't, there's nothing they can do for you.
And I just thought, we've come so far, and he's fought so hard, just to have another obstacle in front of us to say that this is going to end his life, where before it was, oh, there's treatment and we have a plan. And just hearing the doctor say, if this medication does not work for Steve, this is it. It was heartbreaking. I just thought, oh my gosh, I, at the time, was 3 weeks away from delivering my son, and I just thought, he's not going to be there. He's not going to see my kid. I'm going to raise a child without a father. And then thinking about Ava, it was just so heartbreaking.
So I got the drug. I do remember kind of coming out of it and feeling better and feeling more like myself than I did before, and I was kind of more with it at that point in time. So I knew it was working. I would just tell him, listen, there are things out there that can help you, and there's a company out there that can help you, and a drug out there that can help you, and it'll at least give you a shot that you might not have at life. For a couple that's going through something like this, I would say just be there for each other, be next to each other, talking about the situation. Don't just think it's not happening. It's the only way you're going to get stronger is talking about it and crying together and going through those moments together.